quick reminder on adding and subtracting and multiplying and dividing integers when you have negatives and positives. So when you're adding, you're going to follow these rules. If it is the same sign, you find the sum. It's alliteration, same sign, sum. So if both of the numbers have the same sign, you are going to add them because sum means add. 3 plus 7 is 10. Both of these numbers are positive, your answer is positive. I have -8 and -4, same signs. They're both negative numbers. You're combining those together. I owe my daughter $8. I owe my son $4. I'm out $8 to her, out $4 to him. Put them together, and I am out a total of -12. I put them together because they have the same sign. If they're different signs, you're going to find the difference. Here's another alliteration for you. Different signs, well, I guess it's not totally a difference in an alliteration because that's an S, not a D, but you know what I mean. So I have a -7 and a +18. My signs are different. So it's -7 degrees outside. The temperature raises a +18 degrees. It's going to go up. So find the difference between 18 and 7. And the difference is 11. 11 plus 7 is 18, so it's 11. Now, in order to decide what sign to use here, you have to look at absolute value. What number is more powerful? Which one is further away from 0? 18 is a bigger number. It's further away from 0, so we're going to use the sign of the 18, which was a positive, so it's a +11, or as we write it, as just 11. This one we have 30 plus -7. Different signs. I have a negative number and a positive number. So if I put those together, I'm going to subtract them, and I get 24. Which one is bigger, the 30 or the 6? Which one's further away from 0? The 30, so it's a +24. If you are subtracting, you're going to remember the keep, change, flip, which means the first number is going to keep the same. You're going to change the sign from negative to positive, and you're going to flip the sign of the last one. So my 2 is going to stay the same. I'm going to change my negative to a positive. And then my 7, I'm going to flip it. This is -7, so my 7 is a positive number. So I'm going to flip this to a -7. So now I have 2 and -7, and I'm adding them because I changed my sign. And now I'm going to follow my rules of different sign, different. I have a 2 and a 7. One's negative, one's positive. Find the difference, which is 5. Now, which one is bigger? Which one has a greater absolute value? 7 does, so I'm going to use the sign of 7, and it's -5. If it's 2 degrees outside and it drops 7 degrees, then it's going to be -5, which we all remember from Snowpocalypse the other day. Keep, change, flip. Keep this as a -5. Change this to a positive, and this is, or to a plus, and this is a +5, so I'm going to make it a -5. Now I'm adding it, so I go back up and use my rules. Same sign, sum. -5 plus a -6 plus a -5 is a -11. -8 is going to stay the same. I'm going to change this to a plus, and I'm going to flip this to opposite. It is currently a -2, so I'm going to make it a +2. So now I have -8 plus 2. Different signs, different, because now I'm adding it. 8 minus 2 is 6, and 8 has a greater absolute value, so it's a -6. Multiplying and dividing is actually kind of easier because it's the same thing regardless of what you're doing. And we use the little panda. I gave him a smiley face for you. We use the little panda to remind us a negative and a negative equals a positive. Remember, you follow in a pattern of a triangle. Negative and a negative is a positive and a negative is a negative, and positive is positive. So this is how you can remember. Obviously, positive and positive is positive because you've been doing that all along. But negative, negative, positive, positive, negative is negative, and a negative and a positive is a negative. Hopefully that will help you as you do the next couple problems.